Imagine standing on a cosmic cliff. Behind you, the familiar glow of 400 billion stars. This is home, the Milky Way. Every breath ever taken, every empire ever built, every dream ever dreamed happened here, in this tiny pocket of light. But ahead of you, there is only nothing, a void so profound it breaks the human mind. Our nearest major neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, is right there. On a dark night, you can see it with your own eyes. It looks close, like a faint, ghostly fingerprint on the sky. But that closeness is a cruel illusion, a beautiful trap, designed by physics to remind us of our absolute isolation. We think we understand distance. We've seen probes at the edge of our solar system, and that felt monumental. But the space between galaxies is a different category of reality. It's not just a big number. There's a terrifying wall. We build a starship today, right now, using our most advanced propulsion. Somehow, sent it toward Andromeda. Our entire species would likely evolve, change, and perhaps even vanish, long before that ship covers even 1% of the distance. To understand why we are trapped, we first have to understand the sheer scale of the prison. Stars seem so close, yet they are mathematically impossible to reach. The problem isn't our lack of will. It's the cold, hard logic of physics. To leave Earth, we need fuel. But fuel has weight, and to lift that weight, you need even more fuel. It's a vicious, exhausting cycle that scientists call the tyranny of the rocket equation. Imagine building a cathedral of metal, taller than a skyscraper, just to send a tiny capsule into the dark. 90% of that massive tower is nothing but explosive liquid. We aren't explorers yet. We are just prisoners throwing stones at the sky, hoping one will finally break through the gravity well. But even if we break free from Earth, the cage only gets larger. To reach the nearest star, we would need more energy than our entire civilization has produced in its history. We are trying to cross an ocean in a rowing boat, while the waves are made of time and impossible distances. Look at our rockets. They're essentially giant fragile lighters, burning out in seconds against the cold indifference of the vacuum. We fight a war against the very curvature of space-time. And so far, the cage is winning. We are looking at the stars through the beers of a mathematical prison. But let's imagine for a second that we solved the fuel problem. Let's say we built a ship that could ignore the tyranny of the rocket equation. We ignite the engines, we leave the solar system, and we head toward the light of a distant star. You might think the struggle is over, but the universe has one more cage. This one is made of time. Einstein showed us that space and time are not separate. They are a fabric, and the faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. This is time dilation, a cruel, invisible tax on every interstellar journey. If you travel at 99% the speed of light, years pass for you, while decades, or even centuries, pass back on Earth. You are not just traveling across distance, you are traveling away from everyone you have ever known. Your children will grow old and pass away while you are still having your morning coffee in the observation deck. By the time you reach your destination, the civilization that sent you might not even exist anymore. You are a ghost in a titanium shell, a relic of a forgotten era. drifting through a silent void. And here is the most terrifying part. Space is mostly empty, but not completely. At these speeds, a single speck of dust has the kinetic energy of a nuclear bomb. A microscopic pebble becomes a planet killer. One tiny mistake, one stray atom, and your dream of the stars becomes a silent explosion in the dark. We are reaching for a heaven that demands we sacrifice our humanity, our history, and our lives. Is the view from a distant star worth becoming a man without a home? We are not just fighting gravity, we are fighting the very arrow of time itself. So, where does this leave us? We are a species of explorers trapped on a tiny blue island looking at a vast ocean we cannot cross. We built the most powerful telescopes to see the edge of the universe, but the fundamental laws of physics built an invisible wall to keep us away. We are staring at a heaven we can touch with our eyes, but never with our hands. Maybe Object X isn't just a mysterious planet in the dark. Maybe it's a cosmic mirror, a cold, silent reminder that for every secret we uncover, 10 more remain hidden in the shadows of space-time. We talk about conquering the galaxy as if it's a war we can win with enough steel on fire. But how do you defeat the curvature of space? How do you outrun the absolute silence of the light years that separate us from our dreams? Some say this is the ultimate tragedy of the human condition, that we are destined to live and die on the same patch of dirt where we were born, watching the lights of distant civilizations from a distance we can never bridge. A lonely species dreaming of a home they will never visit. But look closer at the history of our spirit. That boy we once were, looking through a telescope, didn't stop dreaming just because the stars were far away. He didn't stop wondering because the journey seemed impossible. He looked because they were there. The struggle of our existence is not about reaching the destination. It's about the raw audacity to try, even if we are just ghosts in titanium shells, even if our civilizations crumble to dust long before our ships reach their goal. We are the only part of this vast, cold universe that can look at itself and ask, why? The silent engine of Object X is still out there, drifting in the eternal night, indifferent to our science and our tears. But as long as there is someone left to look up and wonder what's behind the black curtain, the war isn't lost. We aren't just fighting gravity. We are proving that we belong to the cosmos, even if it doesn't want us back. Maybe the only real cage is a mind that stops dreaming of the impossible. As long as there is light in the sky, we will keep watching the stars. Will you?